Oh baby, it's humid today. It is humid. Today is Friday. It's Friday. What's up, everyone? My name is Jose Trujillo. I am the world's greatest living artist. World's greatest living artist. Yeah, the world's greatest living artist. What's up, beautiful people? My name is Jose Trujillo. If you can't see me because there's so much sunlight in the Tucson's, Arizona's. If you can't see me, maybe you can hear my beautiful voice. Beautiful voice, activate now. Beautiful voice. What's up, everyone? Hey, guys, enough with the jokes now. Enough with the jokes. Hey, I want to talk to you guys right now about something pretty cool that I've opened up some spaces. I've opened up 5 spaces. Okay, I've opened up 5 spaces for coaching calls. Coaching calls. Not just a coaching call, but coaching call plus a strategy. This has been a winner. This has been a winner. People love the coaching call plus strategy. The coaching call and strategy, what does that mean? What does it mean to have a coaching call and strategy? Well, basically what I do is that I show you how I went from a couple of $1,000, okay, to $100K a year selling my artwork. If that interests you, a slight bit, if it interests you as an artist, you might want to jump in on this, because I'm not doing this all the time. Okay, I've opened up 5 spaces for the coaching call and the strategy to get to 100K in a year, and the price of that is $995. It's $995, but because I'm cool like that, I'm making it $400 a person. This is not a group coaching call. This is a one-on-one coaching call. It's $400 a person. When I first talked to a mentor about this, because I was like, dude, what else can I do? I'm already painting. I'm already doing shows. And this mentor of mine it was an early mentor. He said, dude, you need to be teaching what you know. I'm like, what do you mean, like painting? He's like, no, yeah, that too, but no. Like what you know that most other artists don't know. And I'm like, how to make income? He's like, yeah, you need to be teaching them how to make income. Well, anyways, I procrastinated on that. I was like, no, man, I'm not ready. He's like, no, yeah, dude, you need to teach that. I was like, no, I'm not ready for that. I didn't feel. He's like, all right, well, whatever. Then I revisited the idea years later, and I was like, you know what? I do feel confident that I know what I'm doing. I've been doing this for quite some years now, and I know what I'm doing. I know to my core, what I'm doing. Okay? And I feel confident that I can show others, that I can teach others. And so when he told me, you got to teach this, but I told him, like, teach what? Teach how do I get to 100? This was years ago, okay? This was like, I don't know, like 9 years ago. He said, yeah, dude, you got to be teaching people how you got to 100K in a year. I was like, all right. He's like, how much are you going to charge? I was like, I don't know. I don't know anything about coaching. He's like, you need to charge at least, he told me. Okay, this is a professional coach. At least $2,000 for that information. And I was like, okay. So I didn't know how to go about it. Years went by, and I was like, you know what? I'm not a full-time coach. I'm just going to charge $1,000. I'm going to charge $995. And that's what I did. And plenty of people have gotten my $995 coaching call and strategy. And they've gotten the works in there. They're working at it. They're happy. I posted some of the testimonials that you guys haven't been seeing. I posted some of the testimonials here on Facebook mainly. But a lot of people haven't gotten into it, right? They don't have the money. I don't know. They don't have the funds, or they don't want to spend them. I don't know what it is, but because I'm feeling good. I don't know if it's because it's going to rain. It's going to rain here in Tucson. I don't know what. I feel generous. I feel mucho generous. I'm doing the coaching call and strategy. Okay, I'm doing the coaching call and strategy. Not for $995, but for $400. The strategy is how I'm going to show you how I went to 100K. Okay. Now, I didn't just do 100K in one place. I did 100 places, and I've done 100K in different areas selling artwork. So this is not some, well, maybe if you try this. No, I've done it. I continue to do it. I know how to do it. I cannot promise you that you're going to do it. Please understand that. I cannot do that. I cannot promise you you're going to make 100K and you get 100K and you get 100K. I can't do that. I can't do that. What I can do is I can show you how I did it. I can show you how I did it, and I can put myself in your shoes and look where you're at and see, okay? See what I would do in your situation. That I can show you. If that's fair to you, I'm trying to be as fair as possible here. If that's fair to you, if you're like, all right, this seems fair, then get in on the coaching call, okay? Get in, because there's only room for 5 people. Last time I did this, I sold it in a couple of days. I think it was like 48 hours that I sold this out. If you are an artist and you're having a hard time selling your artwork, or maybe you are not having a hard time selling your artwork, maybe you're just not selling your artwork. Maybe you haven't tried it. Maybe you haven't gotten in on it. I don't know what it is. If you can't sell your artwork, there's something you don't know. I promise you. If you can't sell your artwork, there's something you don't know. I promise you that. If you, sorry about that. Sorry. If you can't market your artwork, if you feel like people are not paying you the prices for your artwork, there's something you don't know. I promise you that. There's something you don't know. What better way to find out that which you don't know than to ask someone who does? Me? Maybe me? I raise my hand. And look, guys, the reality is that I've been teaching this for so long now in so many different ways, and people just people just, a lot of people that I've taught this to, they just do it in a very small way that it produces so much results, and I haven't been able to capture their information to be like, hey, you know what? I just get the emails of people telling me, man, you helped me so much. Maybe if you're watching this, maybe I've helped you in your career, or maybe I brought in a little bit of confidence, or maybe I boosted a little bit of joy in your career, or I helped you somewhere. I don't know. But because I'm not a full-time coach, right? I haven't captured the info and the testimonials, and I'm not doing what a lot of coaches out there are doing, which is monetizing on that, being like, oh, did I help you? Oh, okay, well, can you say something? Can you record a video and say how I helped you? That's where I've gotten wrong. I've helped a lot of artists. I've gotten so many emails, so many messages, phone calls, letters of artists telling me, man, you've helped me tremendously. You've literally changed my life. Or that video that you made on marketing, or that video that you made on procrastination, or that video that you made on selling the artwork, or that podcast where you were featured in, that helped me a lot. I've had people literally being in tears telling me how their life changed because of something that they heard me say, or something I told them directly, some letter I sent them, or whatever, just to boost them, just to tell them, it's available. If you don't think it's available, you haven't talked to the right people. That's why you're in a mind trick. Your mind is playing games with you. It is fucking available for everyone, anyone. It's so available. You don't have to be a full-time artist. You can be a part-time artist. You don't have to make all your income from it. You could just make an extra couple of thousands of bucks. I don't know. Maybe, would an extra $1,000 a month help you? Would an extra $2,000, $5,000, I don't know, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 a month help you? I don't know. It helped me. It was something that, it was a game changer for me. But there's information that you may be missing. If you're painting, or maybe you're an artist and you're not painting, at the level that you need to because you're missing information. Maybe you're not doing certain things that you actually can, and you're in a place to do them, but because of, I don't know, procrastination, fear. Fear is a big one. Not understanding the marketplace. Maybe there's certain things that you don't know. Maybe you need reassurance. Maybe you're an artist. I've been talking to artists. I had a couple of coaching calls this week, and I talked to one artist who told me, you know what? I just don't think it's possible for me. Is there something you can tell me that to make it, that it's actually possible? And I'm like, have you sold artwork before? They're like, yeah. How much? They're like, well, I've just sold like one piece a month. And I'm like, oh, okay, what have you done to sell that one piece a month? Well, I did this, and that. I was like, all right. So it is possible. You sold 12 pieces last month. They're like, well, yeah. Last year. They're like, well, yeah, I sold more than that. More than 12 pieces, but I average about one piece a month at least. I'm like, it is possible. And they just kind of looked at me like, yeah, but I don't see, it's just one piece a month. I was like, we got to get you to 12 pieces a month. We got to get you to selling 12 pieces a month. They're like, oh my God, I see what you mean. Just one little click just changed the whole scenario. You're doing A, B, and C to generate one sale a month. We got to move it from A, B, and C to A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You get the point, to generate 12 sales a month, not one. To take it from one sale a month to 2, 3, 4, 5, and whatever you're selling in the whole year, let's get it to sell that month. And when you get really good at that, we'll make sure that we sell that a week instead of a month. That's what coaching is for, guys. Coaching is to get you out of your comfort zone and to show you, many times it's to show you, to teach you something, not a new trick, a new approach. Many times it's not a new trick. Many times it's a new approach. It's something that you haven't been watching. You're not thinking straight. You're not thinking clearly. You're looking at things from a different lens. From a defeated, I'm not good enough. I always procrastinate. I don't think I can do it. Okay, let's move you from that. Let's flip it to a different lens. To a lens where you can win. Maybe you can win. Maybe you've been stuck and you need someone to unstuck you and move you out of that situation. And if that's all it takes for you to start flourishing in your career, man, $400, it's bullshit, And the reason why I do $400, guys, is because I know how to sell. Because I know that if I create some sort of urgency, I'm being transparent here with you, more of you, I'm going to be able to help more of you than just one. Okay? I have no problem selling the coaching call and strategy for $1,000, but I know less people are going to jump in. I just know that. I'm going to be able to help less people. I want to help more people. I want to be able to help more people. I don't just want to help one or two people a month or a week. I want to be able to help as many people as I can. And right now, if I've only carved out 5 spaces, I can't carve out more space of my day and my week for that. I've only carved out 5 spaces. I know I can handle 5 coaching calls. Okay? I know I can do that. Most of my time, guys, it's painting and running around and talking to galleries and talking to interior designers, finding out new opportunities. Most of my time is spent on new opportunity and creating artwork. Okay, most of my time is spent on that. Most of my time is not spent on coaching. As a matter of fact, one of the reasons I dreaded coaching was because I didn't want to babysit artists. That was like the main reason. When one of my mentors told me you got to get to coaching, I was like, no, F that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be listening to sob stories. I don't want to be listening to people licking their wounds. I don't want that negativity. And he looks at me, he's like, dude, that's not what it is. Coaching is empowering other people. And so see, he changed the approach for me. I used to see coaching as this negative thing. I didn't want to do it. Everybody is crying. Everybody's telling me their sad story. Everybody's going to tell me why it can't happen. I can't sell my artwork. My town is too small. My town is too big. My artwork is not commercial enough. My artwork is too commercial. I didn't want to hear the stories. I have heard the stories for so long in my career. I didn't want to hear them anymore. I just didn't. I was afraid of hearing that, so I had a negative idea about coaching. But when my mentor told me, dude, you're being selfish. Coaching is not about that. Coaching is about empowering. He changed the outcome. He changed the lens, right? It was no longer about me. Now it was about them. Now I was like, oh, okay, so it's not about me, it's about them. It's about how I can empower them. Once that was changed, I just, I got happy about it. Man, I was like, man, I can help some people. Maybe I can't help everybody, that's for sure. But I can help some people. I can help some people. What if I just get in a couple of people, and I don't know, just change their attitude, change their perspective. What if I can just get 5 people, just 5 people, and rather than charging them $995 to show them how I was able to make $100K in 1 year selling artwork, rather than doing that, and how they can apply that in their own career, rather than doing that, rather than charging $995 for a coaching call and $100K strategy, why don't I just bring it down to $400 and get more people in, get more people involved, help more people out. Maybe I'll take a punch. Maybe I'll take the punch. Rather than taking the $900, I'll take a punch. I won't take the $995. I won't take the $1,000. Okay? I'll miss out on $600. But what if I bring in more people? What if that creates? It might not. I may be lying to myself. It might not create. It might be that people just don't care about it, or the price doesn't make any difference, and I may just bring it up back to $995 again, and just do that, and not worry about helping more people. That's totally cool too. But I want to try it out. Okay, I at least want to know that I tried. At least that's what I want to know. I want to know that I tried. I want to know that I tried helping more people, and not just a couple of people that are already monetizing, that, by the way, have no problem paying me $1,000 to show them how it went from, I don't know, $2,000-$3,000 that maybe they're going through to $9,000 in a month. They have no problem because they're already monetizing, right? They have no problem paying $1,000. But what if I can reach people that are making only, I don't know, a couple $1,000, maybe only $1,000, maybe nothing. Maybe they're not making anything selling their artwork, and they're ready to start. Maybe they're not making anything, no more than $200-$300, maybe $500, and they're like, dude, how is that even possible? Some people just need to hear my story, man. Some people just need to hear the story that it's possible. Some people just need to hear that. They're like, man, I've been there. I know what that's like, And as soon as they hear one of the strategies that I did, how I went about and started selling my artwork to interior designers locally, how I started just earning income doing that with interior designers. Most people have no idea what I'm talking about right now. How I started doing that, how I started locking in business with interior designers. That's a game changer. That was a game changer for me. For making a couple of $1,000 here and there to a 6-figure income, working with interior designers was a game changer for me. It was something different. It was night and day for me. By the way, this is shit that I learned on my own. Okay? This was years of experience of ramming my head on the wall, losing my teeth, picking myself up again, cleaning my tears, and run after it again until I figured it out. Now, you're more than welcome to go do that on your own. You're more than welcome. By the way, it will happen to you if you go after it. There is no easy path to it. Okay? There is no easy path. But wouldn't you rather want a flashlight and a roadmap? If it's going to be hard and it's going to be dark, wouldn't you rather have a flashlight and a roadmap? Some signposts. Look, here, this is what you do here. Here's how you overcome this. This is how you move from this place to this place. This is how you ask for the money. This is how you ask for their attention. Because I've tried everything, right? I've tried everything under the sun. Oh, okay, do I do this? Do I do that? Do I send an email? No. This is how you ask for their attention. You want to learn how to monetize with your local interior designers. This is how I did it. This is how you can do it. I don't know. Will you do it? I don't know. But this is how you can do it. Because I did it. You definitely can go try it. This is how I did it. This is what I said when they said no. This is what I said when they said yes. This is how I upselled. Wouldn't you like to have that information? I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But if I was taking this job serious, being an artist, I would kill to have that fucking information. Based on what I went through, based on my own personal experience, what I went through, the difficulty. I had my wife to take care of. I have my newborn. They need lots of diapers. They need a shitload of diapers, right? When I first started, I needed income. I didn't need a little trophy. I didn't need a little ribbon. I didn't need people to tell me that I could paint. Oh, he can paint. Look, here's a ribbon. I needed money for diapers, man. I needed money for milk. That's what I needed. I didn't need no fucking little ribbon. I see a lot of artists out there collecting ribbons. Good for you. Maybe you need a ribbon. I didn't need ribbons. I needed money, man. I needed money. I needed some income. I needed paper. Okay? I'm probably the only artist talking about this. Most artists think that's crass, and I'm good. Okay, maybe you don't want it. Maybe you don't need the money. I need it. Maybe you don't need it. Maybe you don't need to take care of your family. Maybe you don't need to pay your mortgage. I do. That's why I talk about it. I'm not talking about it from some, like, oh, I got money. No, I need money. I need to pay my bills. I need to pay my employees. I need to pay my art assistants. I need to pay them, right? I need to figure out how to pay them. And so, who would you rather trust? Someone who's like, oh, you go get your ribbon, or someone who's like, no, dude, this guy, he's got a 3,200 square foot studio that no one gave to me. I gotta pay it. I gotta pay that every month. I gotta pay that, right? I gotta pay that, and I gotta pay my assistants, and I gotta pay a bunch of shit. I don't even want to think about it. I gotta pay all that stuff. And who would you rather trust? Someone who's got to pay that, and who's running around looking for how to pay that with my artwork, by the way. Okay? Or someone who's like, I don't know, like, make sure you paint nice, and make sure your artwork speaks this and says that, and I don't know, the elite, man. The elite are always talking about ribbons. They're always talking about, I don't know, like, what kind of wine should you have at your art show? Well, fuck that wine at the art show. I don't need wine. Bottles of water. I don't know, a pitcher with lemonade and iced tea, some coffee. I don't need to get fancy. I need to get going. I need to get going, man. If you're like me, if you need to get going, you're in the right place. If you want to play the fancy game, the I'm too good. By the way, I played that game and I know how to play it really well. But that's not everybody. That's not everybody. I go to plenty of places. I don't know, maybe you've seen me here. Sometimes I dress up and I have to go play fancy. You know, sometimes I have to put a suit on and go raise funds. You know, sometimes I have to do that, and it's fine. I know how to play the game too. But most of us are not playing that game. Most of us are trying to pay our bills. You know, not everybody's out there selling their paintings for $20,000, $30,000. Not everybody's doing that. Not everybody's doing that. Not everybody's selling their paintings for even $5,000. So what do you do if you're not selling your paintings for that? Do you give up? Do you just shut the whole thing down? Do you just tell yourself, you know what, maybe this whole art thing is not for me? Oh, you learn. And you work with what you have. Maybe you can sell paintings for, I don't know, $500, $1,000. Who knows? Maybe you can sell paintings for, I'd sell paintings for $100 if I had to. I still do. I've sold paintings anywhere between $20,000 and, I don't know, $2 on eBay at an auction, and everything in between. Why not? I want to make it happen. I don't want to make it right. There's a lot of people out there suffering because they're trying to make it right. I want to make it happen. If you're like me and you want to make it happen, you need to book. You need to stop playing with it, okay? I'm calling you out. You need to stop playing with it and book a coaching call with me. Whether you want to do the coaching call, which is just $300 an hour for 1 hour, you just need an hour with me. Yeah, you don't need to sit there for 3 hours. You just need 1 hour. Or you can do a coaching call plus a strategy, and I'll show you how I took it to 100K in 1 year. That's $400. It normally is $1,000. It's $400. I can only take in 5 people right now. Just 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, baby. Just 5 people. That's all. I cannot take everyone. I can't. Wish I could. I can't. No time. No time-o for everybody. It's just impossible, right? I can't be doing this all the time either. This is why I get like enthusiastic when I'm doing it, because I know the value of it. I know what it meant for me, man. Like if it doesn't mean anything for you, I get it. If it doesn't mean if painting's a hobby for you, completely understand. Keep watching my free YouTube videos and have fun with it. But if painting is something that you want to move from hobby to income stream, you need to get on this coaching call pronto, and you need to stop playing with it and make it happen. If you actually want to make it an income stream, you need to move from bystander, from watching free YouTube videos or live videos on Instagram, whatever, to, hey, you know what, dude, I need an hour with you. I need an hour with you. I need an hour with you. I need you to tell me everything everything you know about eBay. I need you to tell me everything you know, okay, about how I can start monetizing, selling my artwork online. I need you to tell me everything you know about how to sell coaching calls. There's another one. I'm learning that one. How to sell commissions, baby. I need you to tell me everything you know about how to sell commissions. How do you sell a commission? How to sell to interior designers. How to sell to a gallery. I need to know, man. I need to know. Why? Because if you're anything like me, you need to pay your bills, right? You need to pay your bills. And you love being an artist. So how do you marry the two? Well, maybe you pay your bills with your artwork. That's how I married both of those things. You pay your bills with your artwork. You learn how to monetize something you love. And if you're good at it, I mean, what best thing could happen? If you're good at it, if you're good at what you love, you're like basically in heaven. You just got to be good at it. You got to be good at it, right? If you're good at it, and being good at it doesn't mean what most people out there think. Being good at it means that you're committed to it. That's all it means. When you're good at something, you're committed to it. It doesn't mean what most people out there think it means. Like, oh, you can paint the little eyebrows really well, or you know how to mix colors really great. That's not being good at it. Trust me. That's not being good at it. Being good at it is being committed to it. I've seen plenty of artists painting the shittiest paintings, making over making a lot of income, guys, just because they're committed. Making a lot of income, painting the shittiest paintings. And I've seen artists painting like Michelangelo, basically starving, not being able to sell a single painting. I've seen both poles of that. I've seen both ends of that pole. And it's a shame. It's a shame that there's a lot of artists who are very good at what they do. As a matter of fact, a lot of artists are not willing to do the coaching with me for one reason. Not because they don't like me, not because they don't trust me, not because they don't think I can help them, for one reason. Because they think that they're not good enough. And it's such a fucking shame. It's such a shame. It's such a shame. Because they're holding back because they don't think they're good enough. They're like, no, I believe that you can help me. I just don't think I'm good enough. And it's like, all right, dude. That's one. The other reason why some artists don't do coaching with me, they won't take me on the coaching call, which, by the way, it's like I'm giving it away, basically. The other reason is, I'm being honest here. I'm giving it away because $300, I mean, you go spend that on a fucking dinner and a movie, you know? And if $300 is not something, it's something so trivial, and you're not seeing it as something that could potentially change the direction of your career, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. And you know, if the coaching call with a strategy where I show you how I made $100K in a year, if $400 is going to like disrupt you, then I don't know what to say. Maybe it's not important to you. Maybe that's what it is. You know, maybe it's just not important to you. Which, by the way, it's 100% money back guarantee. Which means that if you think that the call was shitty and you didn't get any value out of it, all you gotta do is just tell me. No hard feelings, by the way. Okay, I'm not gonna sit there and cry. I have plenty of income coming in. Thank God. I'm not gonna sit there and cry and be like, oh my God, you won your $400 back here. Oh my God, I thought we were friends. No, dude. Like if the coaching call, if you didn't get anything out of it, all you gotta do is just tell me, and I'll send your money back ASAP. No hard feelings. No questions. Like, well, what didn't you like about it? No, nothing. Like, no, I'm so confident at what I do that I'll send you your money back like that. If you didn't like it, if you didn't like me, if you didn't like the call, if you felt like you didn't get any out of it, any value out of it, or you didn't get what you were looking for, all you got to do is just be like, dude, I wasted my hour here. Your shit sucks. Give me my money back. And, you know, or you don't have to say anything. You could just say, can I get a refund? Cool. You'll get yourself a refund. So there's like no reason. By the way, like, I am the only one who offers a refund on coaching calls. If you don't like the coaching call and we spent an hour, okay? We spent an hour together and you didn't like the coaching call, no harm done. I'm not going to tell you, oh my God, you wasted my hour. No, this is what I do. I go in knowing this. I'm going in at this knowing this, that one person out there is going to say, by the way, it's happened, okay? It's happened. One person out there is going to say, you suck. Whatever the reason is. Maybe I do suck. Or maybe, I don't know. I don't know how much I suck that I'm doing this. I'm generating income from my artwork. But you know, or maybe they're in a bad mood. Maybe they're going through a tough time. I had someone who's going through a tough time, you know, and they basically just threw their anger at me and blamed me for their bad outcome in their life, you know, and it's cool. I get that. I'm not going to hold it against them. Like, I remember being in bad moments, you know, and feeling like it was someone else's fault, and it's okay. It's all right. I'm a pro, guys. I don't take things that way. You know, I see it as for what it is. Right? Someone gets upset, they want their money back, totally cool. You get your money back. Someone needs a little bit more, Maybe they don't feel like they're getting what they, all they got to do is ask. All they got to do is ask. You know what? I'm not really getting the value here. This is really what I need. Sometimes I'll start the conversation on a coaching call, and it's not what they want to hear. And this is why I do the coaching call, and I don't just offer the strategy, because the strategy comes in after, right? I don't just say, well, here's $100 for the strategy. No, I offer the coaching call first with the strategy. This is for the 100K a year strategy. I offer the coaching call first, okay? Because I want to know. I'm basically auditing. I want to know what's happening. Where are you at? How much marketing are you doing? Are you doing marketing at all? There's no right or wrong answer. It doesn't matter if you're not doing anything. I just want to know where you're at so that I can put myself in your shoes and help you from that point. Because it's going to be different. Someone who's already making $4,000 or $5,000 a month is going to be different than someone who's just making, $500 a month. Or someone who's not making anything, selling their artwork. It's going to be 3 different conversations. And it's going to be 3 different strategies. Someone who's making $4,000 a month and wants to take it to $9,000 a month or $10,000 a month, whatever, it's going to be a different strategy. I'm going to have a different talk with them. I'm going to evaluate it differently. Someone who's never sold anything before, it's going to be different. It's going to be different. Yes, the strategy is going to be there, but it's going to be different because they might not have any experience on marketing, on selling, much less on closing. They might not know how to ask for money. I need to push them a little bit there. I need to put myself in their shoes and be like, you know what? This person cannot even ask for money. And it's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just a skill. No one's born a salesman. No one's like, oh man, when I was a kid, like bullshitters say that. When I was a kid, I was a salesperson. No one's a salesperson. No one is. Even if they talk a lot, that doesn't make them a salesperson. That just makes them a person that talks a lot. I'm a person that talks a lot. That doesn't make you a salesperson. There's a structure to it. There's a structure to it. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. I put it here on my Instagram live. There's marketing first, then there's selling, and then there's closing. And if you don't know the structure, you're gonna keep fucking it up, right? Because there's no one to teach you. Because it's a skill set. It's not something that you know or you don't. Like no one's born with it. So a person that doesn't know how to sell, I have to teach them, right? I have to show them not how to sell in general, just how to sell what they're doing. In the most productive, linear way, right? It's got to be linear. It's got to be a straight shot. It's got to be a line. If you are a person that paints caricatures, you draw, you paint, or whatever, there is a process that is very concise and linear to start monetizing, to start getting some money for that. And the better you understand the process, and the more you do the process, by the way, the more income comes your way. You just gotta understand it. You gotta understand you gotta understand how to work the graph. Sometimes you gotta move forward, sometimes you gotta move up. Okay? And if you learn how to move up and forward, you're killing the graph. You know how to do it. And most people don't know how to do that. Most people say, well, do I paint more? Yeah, but you got to go up too. You can't just move forward. You got to move up. You got to learn how to move up and forward, not just forward or not just up. If you're just moving up, you're not moving forward. So a lot of artists, to explain a little bit more what I'm talking about here, a lot of artists move up, which means how can I put my paintings, how can I price them higher? That's one way of moving up, right? Instead of selling my paintings for $500, how can I put them at $5,000 or a couple of thousand? I don't know. They're moving up. A lot of artists do this. A lot of artists make that fucking mistake right off the bat. It's the very first thing they do. They cling on something. I want to move up. It's usually up. It's almost never forward. Some artists move forward, but never up. Those are very rare, but it has happened. I've seen a lot of artists that move forward and not up, meaning that they're spinning their wheels very hard at one thing, and they don't know how to rise. I've seen a lot of artists do that with the auctions on eBay. I've been I've made that mistake myself. I've seen a lot of artists do that in galleries where they move forward, but they don't know how to move up. They don't know how to place themselves in the marketplace. They don't know how to price themselves. They don't know how to upsell. They don't know how to follow up. That's moving up. That's very different than just moving forward. And this is a coaching call right here, man. I'm giving you guys a bunch of freebies just right here. If you've been listening at all to this, you've gotten tons of value out of this with just the last 20 seconds of what I shared with you. So anyways, guys, my name is Jose Trujillo. I'm an artist. By the way, if you guys have any questions, please post them here. I'm not driving. I'm here standing in the car waiting for my son to get out of school. I came to pick up my son from school. If you guys have any questions, please place them in the comments. I can read your question. I'm alive. My heart is pumping, baby. I'm alive. You gotta ask them questions, baby. Ask me una pregunta, una question, baby. Maybe you don't have a question. Maybe you're just pumped up. Maybe you're like, man, I just want to sign up. So by the way, if you don't know what I'm talking about here, let me refresh you really quick. I'm doing a coaching call, 1 hour coaching call, plus a strategy of how I got to 100K in 1 year. And I'm gonna share that with you. And based on where you're at, what you're doing, what type of artwork you do, and on and on and on, I'm gonna share that with you. I'm gonna place myself in your position, and I'm gonna craft. This is not a cookie cutter. I'm gonna craft a coaching call. I'm gonna craft a strategy, not a coaching call, a strategy just for you. Okay? I'm gonna craft a strategy based on where you're at, just for you. Okay? A coaching call is $300 an hour. That's a regular coaching call. That doesn't change. That doesn't move. It's $300 an hour. But the one I'm promoting right now, it's $1,000. The one I'm promoting is going to be only $400. I'm slicing $600 out of that. Okay? So the one I'm promoting, its regular price, it's $1,000, $995 to be exact. I'm slicing $600 out of that and only charging $400. Why? Because I'm cool like that. I can only take 5 people. It's a one-on-one. It's not a group coaching call. It's one-on-one. Okay? But I only carved out space for 5 different hours. It's more than that because it's time on my own that I have to sit there and craft a strategy, a 100K a year strategy, depending on where you're at. Bro said, sign me up, Jose. Beat me up, Scotty. You got it. Which one do you want to do? Do you want to do the $300 for 1 hour? Or that's a regular coaching call that doesn't come with a strategy. I can share with you the tips and how to go about it, but I can't type up the strategy for you for the $300 call. But for $400, for $100 more, I'm going to type up a strategy for you. A step-by-step strategy to 100K a year. Now, I can't promise you that you're going to do it, okay? I want to make that clear. I can't promise you you're going to do it. I can't promise you, here's how you're going to do 100K. No, I can't promise you that. There's no way in hell I can do that. I don't know if you really want it or not. And even if I did, it's a liability. You can't say shit like that here in the U.S. I would love to. I would love to promise that because I know how it changed my life, and I know that it's totally possible. But what I can promise, for sure, is that I'm going to show you how I did it. Okay? And I'm going to put myself in your shoes, and I'm going to walk you through how I would do it all over again in your position. If that's fair to you, you got to sign up to the coaching call and strategy. This is the coaching call and 100K strategy. those of you who have been following me and know that I am a serious artist, guys, if you don't like it, if you feel like I just bullshit you, you can ask for your money back and I'll give it back. That's how I operate. Everything that I do is money back. I like to sleep like a baby. One of my things is that I don't want weight on my shoulders. I don't want any weight on my shoulders. I don't want bad karma. If you felt like I didn't help you, you get your money back like that. Okay? As fast as you gave it to me, you get it faster, maybe even faster. Maybe you get it faster than you gave it to me. That I promise you. I love that. Broston Match says, come on, Jose. Really, what would Jose do? You practice what you preach. I love that. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. How's it going, Norma? Norma Wilson Art. How's it going? Shout out to Norma Wilson Art. Norma Wilson was actually one of my coaching call mentees, student. I think that's how you say it, mentees. Yeah, she was in one of my coaching calls, and I mean, we had a blast. I'm an open book in my coaching calls. You can ask Norma. Look, don't hear it from me. You can DM Norma and ask Norma if you want. How that coaching call plus strategy went. Okay, guys. So this is what I am sharing with you today. Go in hard, baby. Go in hard at the coaching call plus strategy with me, Jose Trujillo. And again, I can't promise you that you're gonna make 100K. Okay, I can't do that. I don't think it's the right thing to do. Not only because it's a liability, but it's just not the right thing to do. What I can promise is that I'm going to show you how I did it and how I continue to do it. Okay? Those of you who see me, you know me. You see me painting every day. You see my studio. Maybe you have even seen my wife and my son. You've seen my art assistants. They're camera shy. They don't like to come out in the cameras all the time and the phone. On the videos, they're video shy, but you've seen them. Those things are not free. My studio's not free. My assistant, they're not interns. I pay them. They're not free interns. I pay my assistants. All that takes income, guys. All of that takes income. I don't have another job. I'm not a coach. I'm not a full-time coach selling you some bullshit lie so that you know, this is how you sell artwork, but I don't sell artwork. I see a lot of bullshitters out there, man. I hate their guts. I hate that they do that to people. You know, this is how you sell art, but then they don't show you their studio. And they don't show you that they're selling art. You know, so they don't eat their own cookie dough. You know, I'm eating it. I'm showing you what I'm doing. And then now I'm being transparent with you, just so that you know, now I'm teaching. It took me years before I started teaching because it didn't feel right in my heart. That's the only reason. I did not feel confident enough. I felt lucky. I didn't start teaching until years later where I was like, you know what? Maybe I do know what I'm doing. It was years later after I started making multiple six figures. Right? I started making 100K here, 100K there, and it started adding up. And I started making $200,000, $300,000, $500,000 a year, and that's where I started feeling like, you know what? Maybe I do know what I'm talking about. Maybe I can teach someone else. And it wasn't until then that I started teaching. And I started teaching for free on YouTube. By the way, I wasn't charging. And then some people started asking me, dude, I love your YouTube videos, but can we take this a notch further? Can you actually tell me, like, really, like, step by step how to do this? That's when I started coaching. I was like, oh, okay, some people want all the info. I can do that. That's when I started coaching. Norma says, love my call with Jose. Seeing great results already. There you have it. Thank you so much, Norma, by the way. I love that. I love that you support me with this. For many artists, the game changer is talking to someone who's done it. Guys, you're not going to get results if you DM someone. Okay? If you DM an artist, most artists are not monetizing, by the way. And the ones that are monetizing, they're going to be quiet. They're not going to tell you anything. I promise you, they're not going to tell you anything. The most they'll tell you is like, yeah, just you really gotta want it. That's what someone told me once. You really gotta want it. Yeah, well, I do want it, asshole, but how do I do it? You just really gotta try hard. That's what they told me. And it wasn't until years later of me just trying and working hard and practicing and again, I really wanted it, right? When I started really understanding how to do it through trial and error. And that's when it started working for me. Bro says, sure thing, Jose, you're the guy. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I appreciate that so much. And you know what? Also, guys, I want you to understand the reason why I'm charging $400 right now and not $1,000 for the coaching call and strategy is because I'm trying to get people in right now. Okay, it's an introductory price, guys. It's not going to be like that all the time. It's an introductory price. I changed it, and some people did pay $1,000. Okay, some people did pay because that's the price. Some people did pay $1,000, and they're freaking happy with it. They love it. I had 2 people pay $1,000 that are killing it, selling to interior designers. The way I started, just making a killing selling to interior designers. Because interior designers is an untapped marketplace. Most artists don't even know how to go about that. A lot of people wanna monetize just talking to a couple of people. And that's not the way to do it. They don't know. They're missing links. You gotta talk to someone who's done it. Bro Stone says, super realist painters are crying for money, and I see how much they sell in for galleries. Yeah. I think that they just make money from teaching. Yeah, a lot of them just make money from teaching. And I don't hate on that, okay? That's what I'm doing. I'm adding that to my roster. I'm adding that. I don't hate on that. You make your money however you can. I can't hate on that. I won't hate on a hustle. As long as it's ethical and legit and whatever, you make your money however you can. But I have a problem when people say that they're going to teach you how to sell artwork and they don't sell artwork. And so they make money from teaching people how to sell artwork. Which is ridiculous to me, but I mean, it happens. It happens. It does happen. Hey, Dan. Oh, okay. Come on. I'm in a live right now, okay? So
I know, that's what I asked you.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
It's about to end. How's it going, dude? Good. Let me stop here and read one of the comments before I drive away. Let's see this one. This one's from Fellow Man Art. Says, what are the best platforms to sell art before getting a website? The best platforms to sell art before getting a website is where there's people there already commuting. You got to go to the websites where people are there already. There is no such thing as the best. There's only the best approach. Okay? There are no best. There's just best approach. Okay? So one way to break a door open is to ram it with your head. Another way is to knock. Another way, maybe someone's on the other side. Another way is to get a key in there and open it with a key. And so there's different ways, right? But there's a best approach. And it's not necessarily the websites. It's what's happening. So I would start putting my artwork in places like Etsy, Saatchi, Art Finder, anywhere where there's people there. There's people already buying. You know, if you put your artwork in your personal website, no one's going there with their credit card in their hand, much less their credit card is not filed in there. If you know what I mean. No one's going like, oh, I can't wait to go to his website with my credit card in my hand. No one's doing that. I'm not saying don't open one, but don't expect much from it. No one's walking into your website, virtually walking into your website, with a credit card in their hand. But lots of people are going into Etsy, eBay, Amazon with their credit card, not only put your seatbelt on, amigo, not only in their hand, okay, but filed in there already. Those of you who have shopped in Amazon, you know what I'm talking about. All you gotta do is click buy. You don't even have to enter your credit card anymore. That's very important. That Bezos guy is very astute for doing that. That's an extremely smart thing to do. Look, you don't even have to pull your wallet out. All you gotta do is click. You know, he's shaving off process. The more process you shave off, the faster you can meet the money. It's the fastest way to the money. Again, it's a straight line, right? It's a straight shot. So that's that, you guys. Man, I've been talking for a while.
We know.
Anywhere that accepts PayPal, yeah, anywhere that accepts PayPal or any form of Venmo, whatever. Look, if you're doing commissions and you don't like PayPal, make sure people Venmo you. Everybody's using Venmo. I think it's a form of PayPal or something like that. You know, make sure people. I take anything, guys. I take checks. I take anything that I'm running from my studio. You know, I take. For my studio, that is about my studio, not the website itself, the platform, you know. Like eBay, I think eBay, you gotta keep it in eBay only, right? So I only use PayPal on eBay, but outside of that, credit cards, anything. Some people just want to send me, they want to meet me and pay me cash. I'm totally cool with that. You know, they want to go to my studio, spend some time there. And they have cash in their hand, and I love that. I love cash too, whatever, you know. But when it comes to online, anywhere that uses PayPal, you're golden. So I'll leave you guys with that. My name is Jose Trujillo. Again, I'm only taking in 5 people for the coaching call and strategy. Okay, I'll show you how I went to 100K, and if you're really hungry, you can start running that direction as well. All right. You can start running towards that direction because it's possible. That's why it's possible. I'm an immigrant, guys. I'm an immigrant. I'm a Mexican immigrant. If it's possible for this guy who can't even like speak English with correct pronunciation, it's possible for you. If you've been here in this country or you were born here or whatever, it's definitely possible for you. Come on. You know, studio sleepovers. No, not those. When I was young, when I was a young blood. All right, guys, take care. Love you all. Many blessings. Stay safe. Stay strong, and keep hammering away. DM me if you want to get into the coaching call, and we'll go from there. All right. Take care, guys. Adios.